Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dami. I'm a student living and studying in the Philippines. In this video, I have students with me and they'll be sharing their experience with studying in the Philippines.
Okay, so my name is Samuel, and I was in the French school last year, but I just finished my gap year, and in the following months I'll be going to college.
Hi, I'm Ewan. I'm a senior in high school at ISM. It's my fourth year here.
Can you give like the full name of your school?
International School Manila.
How about you?
Yeah, I'm also from International School Manila. I've been here for 3 years, and yeah, my name is Daniel.
How about you?
4.
And you?
8.
Give him the mic. So you've been here for 8 years.
Yeah.
At the time you moved to the Philippines, how old were you then?
Oh, I was like maybe 12 or 11, around that. I think so.
So what was your experience? Can you like share everything that has to do with you moving to the Philippines, how you felt? Where are you from, by the way?
Oh, I'm from Colombia. So when I was young, my dad told me that his business was gonna be moving here. So at first I didn't know where this was gonna be, but when I got here, it wasn't actually in Manila. It was in another city. It was in Iloilo. It's a small city in the south.
Okay.
And I was there for the first 2 years, and I mean it was very different from what I'm used to, like in Colombia, but it was not hard. Like it was I got adapted pretty easily, and it went well. And when I moved to Manila, it was really great because I met all my friends here, and honestly I had a great time in here. Learned a lot about the culture, and you know got to meet a lot of new people from different countries that I didn't have the chance to meet when I was in my own country. So it was a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
And can you share how you came about living in the Philippines?
So I'm here because of my dad's work. He works for ADB. So I came here 4 years ago during the pandemic. So it was special because it was online school. So hard to make friends at first, but eventually you make friends. And yeah, coming from Paris, Manila is pretty different. So it took a bit of time to adapt. Yeah.
How about you? Can you share?
All right, so I came from Argentina. I was living there, and then I came to the Philippines during COVID. It was, I'd say, a difficult experience in COVID times, but once it opened up, I think Philippines and Manila is a really good place to live. It's really international. You have a lot of people from everywhere. You meet a lot of people. There's good nightlife, good activities, and especially like my friend here, like for example, he's been very successful with the ladies in the Philippines. So for all those foreigner guys, if you look like him, you might get a lot of ladies, I might say.
Like you said, you guys 8 years, 4 years, 3 years, if I'm right. Did you guys study in Colombia, France before you moved here?
Yeah, we did.
So how did you deal with that phase when you transitioned from school in Colombia to Filipino school?
Well, I was pretty young, so it was not the same as if it would have been if it was when I was a bit older. But I think for me it was quite smooth. I mean, it was different, new language and everything. But because of what I said, I was so young, so it's much easier when you're younger to adapt to new things. So it went well for me.
Like you said, was it an international school or just a random school you attend?
Well, the first 2 years, yeah, it was like a random school because in Iloilo, it's a very small city. There's no international schools. But in my last 3-4 years, yeah, I was in an international. It's in a French school basically, but it's an international school here in Manila.
So between the international school and the local school, which did you enjoy the most?
The international one. I mean, I think only because I was like really young in the local school that I was just not like like I wasn't caring that much. But I don't think I could go to a local school anymore.
Do you feel indifferent at the point?
Yeah, of course, because there's pretty much no one there that's like from another country, so you feel a bit like you don't belong there.
And you couldn't speak the language at the time.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, so it's a bit you feel out of place.
So can you share a bit of your journey with high school in the Philippines?
Yeah, so for me from Paris, it wasn't that big of a jump because I went to the international school in Paris as well. So it was the same language, English, same system. But the main difference was really switching, like in my day to day life, speaking more English than French. So yeah.
So for you, the deal breaker was like in France, you were speaking more French, and when
Yeah.
you moved to school in the Philippines, you started to speak more English. That was all you had to adjust to.
Yeah.
How about you? Can you share?
Yeah, similar to him. Before in Colombia, I did go to a school that had English as a language, but outside in the real life, it was Spanish. So I didn't really use the English outside of school. But here, you gotta use it outside as well. So I guess that was helpful to, improve.
Can you share your relationship with the environment, the people, and everything? How they have treated you guys, you for the past 8 years, 4 years, 3 years?
Well, for me, it was okay. I mean, in the beginning, as I said, since I was in a local school, most of my friends were from here. But I mean, it was okay. But I much more prefer the friends I have now because they're from my country and they're from countries I have more things in common with. And I feel like I get along more with them. But in general, I think it's all good. And yeah, it was pleasant to meet everyone here.
Yeah, it was good. People are very nice here. They're very friendly, and also going to an international school was easy for me to meet other people that are French and find a community as well.
And you?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. There's Philippines is very international. There's a lot of people from different countries, so I feel like they treat you very well. They treat foreigners very well, and yeah, I enjoy it, and I think anyone will enjoy it here.
Do you think like there's a difference in culture with where you guys came from with Philippines?
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, I'd say maybe compared to Colombia, they're similar because they're both very friendly. Cultures. So I feel like that was easy for me. But obviously, there's culture clash at some point. Things that you're used to, but here they're different. So that will happen regardless, but it's just how you adapt to those situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, there definitely some differences as to how we live here compared to in Europe. Here we have to use a lot more of the car to get around, whereas in Europe we use public transit and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty different.
And yeah, just like my friend that's from Colombia also. I mean, it's a bit similar with the people. They're a bit friendly, but I mean, it's very far from here, so obviously it's not the same. So in general, I think it's pretty different, but for me, it wasn't that hard to change and adapt to here. So I guess it's different but adaptable.
Do you struggle with the food, or you just eat every Filipino food?
Well, I personally don't really like it, so I never really eat it, and I never really had to eat it. So I mostly just eat like Western food and anything that I like. So I didn't really have any like issues or struggles with food.
How about you? Did you try Filipino food?
I don't mind it, but it's not my favorite. So I mostly eat European American food here.
How about you? Can you share?
Yeah, I've tried it. I think there's some good stuff. Asian food is really good in general, but obviously there's some things that I don't like. Like balut, I would not like.
To eat that?
But there's some good stuff like lechon. But I don't know. I prefer obviously food from my country. Yeah.
Did you guys try learning the language just to make life more easy for you guys?
Not really, because they all speak English here anyway. So you don't really need it to live here.
Yeah, you don't feel like forced to learn it, and in school they don't really teach it for us. So
So there was no need for you guys
Yeah.
to.
it was not necessary.
Have you guys traveled out of Manila, like go to the islands like that?
Yeah, we've been pretty much everywhere, I guess, all of us, like around the country.
Everywhere?
Well, like the main spots, like
Can you share the places you guys have visited?
like Palawan, Boracay, and like
You
those
guys go on
islands.
group trip?
Well, sometimes we go. Sometimes we go with our family.
Oh.
So it just depends.
So overall, rate your stay in the Philippines as we end the video.
I say it's for as of now it's a 7. I mean it's gonna end soon, but I'd say it's a 7 out of 10.
And you?
I'd say 8 or 9.
Yeah. I'd say like a solid 9, especially if you're growing up. I think it's a really good place compared to some other places in the world that maybe don't give you as much freedom as you can have here as a youth.
Are you guys looking forward to having your college?
No, I'm getting out of here.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you?
same. I'm also leaving.
All of you?
Yeah, I'm going out as well.
So where do you guys intend to study? Can you, like, your options?
Well, I'm going to the south of France in a couple months. So
Oh.
that's where I'll be studying.
And you?
I'm going to Montreal, Canada.
And I'm going to Spain.
So all of you are going to separate soon. Wow. But what lesson have you guys learned since living here? That, I mean, something that you guys will go with when you leave the Philippines.
I learned that you have to attack.
Attack.
Yeah, attack.
How?
Like attack the situation to enjoy your life in the Philippines. That's something they say here a lot. Attack.
Can you explain? I've never heard of that.
Oh, so it's something among the locals that they taught me is like
Yeah.
attack. When you're in a situation that you gotta, take the best out of it. You gotta attack.
Oh, not in a toxic way.
No, in a
Oh,
good
because
way.
when you say attack, it's like you want to attack someone.
No. Not in a toxic way. In a positive way.
Yeah.
For example, my friend here, they call him the attacker.
Oh, why? Why? Can you share?
No, I mean, he just means that when you see an opportunity, you just have to take it.
Oh.
When life presents something, you cannot waste time. So you just gotta go all out. Not in a bad way, but in a good way.
So if life give you lemon, you turn it into a lemon.
Exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
now I get it. So thank you guys for sharing your journey with me. I hope if you guys maybe finally move out of Philippines, you guys, your parents are here, so definitely you guys will visit
Yeah.
often, right?
Of course, yeah.
All right, thank you for sharing with me. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.